going down, YouTube? So we're back. We have a cool video for everyone today. I made a post on my social media. Like I had said earlier, I'm pretty active on Instagram and Facebook, but I'll put the links down below to those. Please follow. Yeah, we'll have updates about our YouTube on there. It'll be cool. But that being said, we're going to introduce my race truck to everyone today. So everyone on social media that knows me knows my race truck is called Machiavelli. Machiavelli, everyone that knows West Coast gangster rap, you got Tupac, right? Tupac is a gangster. And ultimately, I wanted to make sure that my truck had the same kind of approach, right? It's a gangster. I call it the Leaf Spring Gangster. I refer to it as a bad unit. Let's just say that. The truck is something that has made me. It has allowed me to keep moving forward and progressing my knowledge, so that way I can help other people, right? So I want to go ahead and introduce everyone to him today. He's a little bit under the weather at the moment, but I'm gonna go ahead and do it anyways. So, but before we get into that, I wanna give a big shout out to all of our military women and men out there that are serving our country to be able to give us the opportunity to do things like YouTube and go to work every day and have the luxuries here in the United States that other countries don't have. So I really appreciate everyone that is in the military, has served in the military, and that is doing things to protect our country. So thank you. And yeah, let's roll right into today's video and we'll get it rocking. Let's get into this overview of the truck. Let's start from the front. We'll work our way all the way from the front all the way to the back. This is a 2004 GMC Sierra. I've owned this truck for a while. It's seen many renditions, from a 418 with a YSI to an F1R, 4L80, Power Glide, 400, you name it, I've had it in this thing. But it is steel fendered, fiberglass hood. That's all currently at paint right now. I'm a freak. I want to make sure this thing's super clean all the time. So Tony over at the Autobahn takes care of me in that department. I'm hoping to have all that stuff back this week, and then we'll get this thing all buttoned back up as far as physically looking like a truck again. I mean, right now it kind of looks like every other F-150 that races, but whatever. I guess to each their own. Truck is cruising on Wicked Fab arms, Vikings all the way around. This does have a custom front spindle setup that I kind of threw together. It's got a Willwood drag brake setup on it. I really wish Doug had the TBM brake setup when I did this truck originally, because I would have bought it. It would have saved me a lot of time and headache, but I got what I got now. We'll probably be switching to like a chrome moly style arm and a spindle mount here at some point soon. But for now, this is what I got. So we got Frank Newfield master cylinder brake setup. My boy Robert did my brake lines for me. Turned out really nice. Super player. We did a 7-gallon fuel cell. The truck is on methanol. So front mount tank. The motor, let's back up. The headers came from Marco over at D1, Marco at MG Fab. They are like a turbo style header, but I run everything out the fender. So those are 2-inch primaries, 4-inch collectors. The motor is a Dean Racing built 427. I concocted this mess through the help of Martin Smallwood, John over at CID. I run his cylinder heads on this truck. Caesar at CT Porting did all the port work on them. The truck is currently hydraulic roller. It does have a crank-driven F2 on it, mechanical Aeromotive. It has a mechanical external daily wet sump system that we put together. It works really well. Clear view, mandatory for high horsepower. Innovators West balancer and belt drive. Really nice setup. I really like it. I've had no issues with it so far. John over at CID gave me this 5.0 intake to use, and we CNC'd it all, and it looks badass. Actually, he did all that. I didn't do any of that. He's CNC'd it for me, took a lot of weight out of it. Worked out really well. Mikey at QMP, Mikey and Brad over there did my billet valve covers for me. Dash 16 breathers. I can't stress having enough crankcase ventilation on these big boosted motors. This motor, obviously the blower's not here. It's at ProCharger getting serviced, but this motor makes all of almost just shy of 40 pounds of boost. So it is no slouch by any means. So mandatory crankcase ventilation. But Frank Newfield block off plate here as well. Get rid of all the AC stuff that was there. Same thing, Wicked Fab arms. This burn down box we're actually going to change. We're going to put dash 16 fittings on it and reorientate some of the lines. Maybe put this in the back. I haven't quite decided yet. But yeah, that's about the front of the truck. It does have a glass windshield in it now, but I do have an optic armor. That's per the rules, so I'm allowed to do it. So I went ahead and ordered one of those. My buddy Steph from up north, Chevy Boy Performance, got that for me. The truck is numbered. I do have an NHRA license. To me, that's important. I took the time to do that. I suggest if you haven't, you should. It's definitely something I recommend as far as if you're going to go make laps at tracks where most tracks here in California require it. So yeah, we went ahead and went that direction. But moving to the transmission, we have a Hughes Turbo 400. It has a Neil Chance converter. Marty at Neil Chance is amazing. The dude is badass. He constantly calls me, asks me how everything's going, what we can do to improve it. That thing has picked, that converter right there makes and breaks this truck. So we went from getting, 13 pounds on the gear change drop between first and second to 3 pounds. So, kudos to him. But Drive Shaft Pro, 4-inch drive shaft billet yoke. We're actually in the process of cutting this thing out. That's why it's outside right now. I'm going to lop this thing off and I'm going to make a new weld-in tranny cross member. Going to be way lighter and less of a hang-up point than this thing is. I hate this cross member as a low point. It drags on everything. It drives me nuts. But, yeah. Rear end setup. We'll crawl back there and take a look. As you can see, the truck is full frame rail. So we have aluminum track bar arms from Funkhauser. It does have a full sheet metal 9-inch, anti-roll bar, shock mounts, all bolt in. The bed is obviously cut out. We cut like 130 pounds out doing that, but the truck is still full frame rail. No secrets there. The thing isn't like some crazy exotic nothing. I mean, other than having sliders, the thing is basically a stock suspension truck. As far as everything's bolt-in, there's nothing custom. Stock hangers. Yeah, you can go pretty fast. You can go 160 foot with a stock frame rail, stock style suspension. The truck is, like I said, all steel. I run a man-sized tire, 275. Yeah, I said it. Anyways, Bogart 275, or Bogart D5s. I think I'm like the only one on earth with these wheels. I've never seen anybody with them. They're really bitching though. Polish. I'm all about the bling bling. Bling bling is important to me. Split monoleaf sliders. Viking by Vicious Performance and Ron G. Yeah, nothing too special here, man. Just some backyard boogie stuff. Nothing too gnarly. Remember, man-sized tire. Has a custom bed cover that I made. Motion chute. Battery hookups for the 16-volt system. Means I don't have an alternator anymore. We can go inside and take a peek at what we got going on there. More videos to come, especially the Bronco. The Bronco is next on my list of things to get done. I'm a big safety guy. We went overkill with the cage. This is an 850 cert, but not too far off from a 25.3. So I'm actually got an appointment with Funkhauser to get in there and add the halo to actually update the cage and make it a true 25.3. Yeah, getting there. A lot of questions on my steering wheel. This is a Richardson Boys Racing steering wheel, all billet. It's kind of heavy, but I'm fancy. I'll take a little bit of weight to make it look good. So yeah, super nice steering wheels by him. The truck is controlled by Fuel Tech. It currently has an FT600, dual nanos. We're getting ready to add a new dash bar in here to remount the column. The truck's a mess right now, so I apologize, but the next pictures and videos coming out, it'll be completely done. It'll look really nice. But twin EGT boxes, data is key, especially when you're trying to go fast. Injector drivers, the CDI coils, the FT spark box is going to mount right there. It's going to look player. Made this custom shifter mount, all aluminum. Got my parachute mount and my garage built racing fire suppression system, all real within hands distance of me driving this thing. I want to be able to get myself out of a sticky situation if I have to. M&M shifter, mandatory, the best shifter I've ever used. It is so smooth, so nice. This one's air shifted. Yeah, when you're going fast, the last thing you want to do is take your hands off the wheel. We'll go around to the other side so you can kind of take a look at what else we got going on. The doors are gutted. So let's see here. Light is fast, just remember that. Weight is free horsepower. The truck had a sunroof in it at one point. It's currently blocked off, as you can tell. But yeah, suede headliner. This thing was Pimp Daddy back in the day. Air bottle. Turbo start 16-volt battery. The best battery I've ever used. I've tried a bunch of them. I don't believe in all the lithium crap. It hasn't done me well. I've had them go bad on me. I know good people have good luck with them, but not my scene. Like I said, all this wiring is going to get completely tucked up and really nice. You won't even see it. It won't even look like it's there, to be honest with you, once I get done with it. But I'm pretty bougie with all the carbon fiber wrap. I think it looks pretty good. This is the meltable link, so if all hell breaks loose, I get knocked out and the truck's on fire, that melts, launches all the fire suppression in the bottle. I have two nozzles inside that spray towards the cab. Any fire that's going to be coming is going to be coming from the tranny or the motor, so everything forward. I have two nozzles that go into the engine compartment as well to try to knock out anything that is trying to hurt me. My goal is to make sure I can continue making YouTube videos and being a family man and father and husband and YouTuber. But yeah, Fuel Tech. Fuel Tech is awesome. We went to the class. We actually spent some time out there this last year in Ball Ground, Georgia. Really cool people over there. I think that knowledge is power and knowledge is key, especially when you're trying to do things yourself. We've gotten to the point now where me and one other guy can pretty much get this thing to go A to B down the track without a army of people helping. But that's only because we've given ourselves the time. I've spent the time to like just understand what I have, because I learned really quick that being able to call people at the track and ask them for help, it does get difficult. So if you just learn it and figure it out, it makes everything a lot easier, especially when you're trying to go racing. Yeah, full frame, full steel, like thing is no joke, all heavy. I will say this, I won't give up all the secrets, but the truck it is light, not super light, but it is under 3,000 pounds without me in it. I will say that. But we do grudge race this truck, so I don't want to give up all the secrets, but that's pretty much a walk around of the vehicle at the moment. Yeah, make sure everyone likes, subscribes. Let me know what else you guys want to see. We are currently in the works of putting this thing back together. We're going to try to get back out to Texas and get some racing in. I got some unfinished business out there. We got some people that want a piece of that man-sized tire right there, and we're going to give it to them. I promise you that. But more news to come. I look forward to sharing everything with you guys, and we'll see you guys later. Yeah, that'll do it for this video today, but I just want to say thank you to everyone. Make sure you like, subscribe, hit the bell notification, and we're going to be bringing you guys some cool content this year. I'm really, really excited about this. I've been talking about it for a while, but I'm finally tired of talking about it, and I'm just going to start doing it, and I'm just going to work through it. So hopefully all this stuff gets better as we go, and as we continue to make videos, everything will get easier and better, and it'll become more natural for me. So trying to not make this as scripted as possible. I want to make it as real as I can. So like I said, if you guys want to see anything or you got questions, comments, concerns, make sure you comment down below. I'm all ears at this point. So thanks, appreciate it, guys.